Before I put my pistons back in, I'm going to put the rear oil seal on. I just pushed in my new oil seal. I like to use a little bit of this copper coat, K&W copper coat. Alright, the rear oil seal is on. I tightened the bolts to about 11 Newton meters. Now I'm going to put the oil pump on. This oil pump already has a new seal installed in it. Grease it up a little bit. This one came with a steel gasket. Use a little bit of my copper coat, real thin layer, on both this gasket surface and that gasket surface. I want to be careful with my oil seal. Make sure that the inside lip doesn't flip over. Long bolt, short, 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 and long. Okay, I'm going to torque all of these bolts I just put in to about 11 Newton meters. Something's wrong. I just checked my crankshaft after I put the oil pump in, and it's really tight. I can't hardly move it at all. I got to take that oil pump back off and see what's wrong. So when I loosen up the bolts on the oil pump, the crankshaft turns easy. Now they're tightened up, and it turns easy on that side, but if I try to go around to this side, it just hits or rubs on something. It won't go any farther. I'll pull it back apart and see if I can figure it out. Okay, I got it torqued back down. I loosened it up and didn't even take it all the way off, just loosened it a little bit, and then the crank turned easy. And then I tightened it back down, and then the crank got stuck again, just in one part. So I put some oil in these holes to the oil pump, and that seemed to fix it. Now it's turning pretty easy now. Right here, it's a little bit stiff if I slow down. I think it's the oil pump, just in this one position right here. If I spin it around fast, I can't even feel it. It only when I go really slow. Right, if I go slow like that, then I can feel a tight spot. It's probably just something about the brand new oil pump breaking in. Okay, next I'm going to put this flywheel back on. It's pretty heavy. Try that again. These are supposed to be torqued 55.5 to 57.5. I have my torque wrench set at 56. Good. Good. Alright. You see, I just stuck this piece of conduit in here to hold it. No problem. Turns pretty easy. Alright, now I'm going to try to put it back on my engine stand. Alright, I got it back on my engine stand. This way it'd be easy to flip it over. I had to take that flywheel back off because my little cheap engine stand doesn't have enough room for the flywheel to fit in there, so I'll just leave that off for now and put it back later. Okay, I got number 1 piston in. I'm going to do number 1 and number 4, and then I'll roll it over and do the 2 middle ones because I need to rotate the crankshaft.